Hello, my name is Taylor Willingham with the Willingham Law Firm, and I'm going to offer you some advice on how to find a qualified financial planner. Now, here is something very important I want you to think about. Are you using a $10 an hour financial advisor? You might say to yourself, oh, of course not. I'm using a major institution like Wells Fargo or Chase. Well, a lot of the times those financial institutions, they're using $10 an hour employees to manage the front of their business. Now, if a major institution is only paying their employee $10 an hour to take all of your money and invest it, that's probably not somebody that you want to invest your money with. Now, I'm not saying all banks do this, but the majority of banks do. When you walk into their lounge, the person sitting there is probably someone who's making $10 an hour plus commission. They probably won't be there for very long. I had a good friend. I got a master's in personal finance with also my law degree, so I understand the industry very well. He decided to go to a bank as his first institution where he was going to offer his financial planning services. He was paid $10 an hour. He quickly left that firm and found a better job at a better place. So keep that in mind when you are trying to use your financial advisor. Question number one, is this a $10 an hour employee that I'm using? Now, I like to term this as the REF, R-E-F, in determining who you're going to use as a financial planner. The person that's going to take your money. R, a relationship. Do you trust this person that if the stock market was falling and they told you keep your money in, you would listen to them? Have they earned that kind of trust from you? Now, I don't want you to mix up some kind of friendship with professional service. The biggest mistake you can use is a friend or family member as your financial advisor. I can't imagine when people do this. They mix their money with their family because that will cause problems when things go bad, and things will go bad. If you have this belief that the stock market is just going to continue to go up, you're in denial. It will recorrect and it will lose money, and it might lose money at a very bad time for you. Try not to use family members or friends as financial advisors. Use a professional as advice. Number two, E, education. Does this person have the proper education? In order to be a financial advisor, this might surprise you, all you need is what's called a Series 6, a Series 7, some other low educational backgrounds. For example, if you sell insurance, you can go take the insurance test. I personally in Texas went and took the insurance test with 1 hour of study and passed it. They go, oh, well, he's an attorney, he knows a lot. What I do has very little to do with insurance. Now, I did get a master's in personal and financial planning, and I took an insurance class, but that was years before. I wanted to see how difficult of a bar that they set for people who are selling insurance, and it's not high. If you are going to find a financial planner, the designation you're looking for is called a CFP, a Certified Financial Planner. Certified financial planners are people who have had the necessary educational level and they've passed a rigorous test. Now, you might have a very good advisor who doesn't have a CFP. You shouldn't just throw them to the side. You should look at their background. What kind of education level? Who are they with? Do they have the requisite help in order for them to be a good financial planner? But education is number two. And last is focus. The thing that drives me crazy is when I hear financial planners say, I focus on everyone. Back in the day, attorneys used to have what were called general practices, where they used to practice all types of law. He was a criminal attorney, he was a estate planning attorney, he was a divorce attorney. Some attorneys still do this, and they do this at a low level. They don't take on really hard clients. They focus on the simple things like only misdemeanors, not felony criminal stuff. It's possible to be what we call general practitioners. Doctors do this too. They have general practices, but they do not do complex stuff. However, financial planning for some reason has not followed suit. Financial planners will say things like, we focus on everybody. That's just not true. There is a huge difference between people who can offer quality advice because they focus on people with large net worth. Not everybody can invest in everything that's out there. The government, out of their good heart, protects poor people by not letting them invest in other good alternatives. We call these alternative investments. Not all firms offer alternative investments. Maybe your financial planner doesn't offer that to you because his broker-dealer doesn't allow it. Be very careful Make sure that the person focuses on people with high net worth. Not all institutions do. You got to get to know the institutions. You got to talk to your friends to find out. The best advice, though, go to an estate planning attorney that you trust. Now, be careful. Some estate planning attorneys will have deals with insurance agents where they get kickbacks by referring certain products to them. Be very careful that you don't have an estate planning attorney that's going to backfire on you and send you to somebody that's going to give him a good deal. You should ask your estate planning attorney, be honest with me, are you going to get a kickback? And maybe the kickback's good for you. I've actually ran into some estate planning attorneys that have amazing ideas about how to protect wealth and how to grow wealth, and they get kickbacks, but that's how they get paid. It's not called a kickback. They actually do the planning and stuff like that, I understand. But I call it a kickback. But be very careful. Watch who you're investing with. Remember the ref, relationship, education, and focus. Those are the three important things. And take seriously who you choose as your financial advisor.